Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be an update for my whole collection project pan. You may have noticed that I skipped last month. I just ran out of time. This project was created by Becky Loves Kanga many years ago. I don't believe she's posting on YouTube anymore, but I love this project so much because you completely randomize the products that you're going to be working on. You can't really be strategic, but it's kind of a way to shop your stash as well, work on things you wouldn't totally gravitate towards on your own, pull out some neglected products, things like that. So I love this project so much. We have some rollouts this month. But before I give you my product updates, I wanted to let you know about the sponsor on today's video. I would like to thank Louisa so much for sponsoring today's video. You guys know I have worked with Louisa on my channel many times in the past. It's a jewelry company I really truly love. I will be popping in little clips on the pieces they sent me to share with you today, but I love the small compact package that their parcels come in, and that each jewelry piece comes in its own little case. Louisa is completely carbon neutral, which is an incredible feat, especially in today's world. I really align with companies that have good morals. Like, if companies could have morals, I feel like Louisa has good ones. They care about the environment, they care about the quality in their pieces, and that is really shown in the collections that they have. I have quite the collection of Louisa jewelry now, and I haven't noticed any tarnishing or wear and tear on any of my pieces, and I wear them quite frequently. So today the earrings I'm wearing are the Percy earrings, and they're like a faux double piercing. My second holes grew over, and this isn't really where my second holes would be because I have a really rounded earlobe, but I still love how these look. They're just little huggies, and it looks like one silver hoop and one stud, kind of. I just think that they are dainty and cute. They also sent me some rings, again close-ups over here, and I'm just going to share a couple of them right here. But if you follow my TikTok, which is also emilynmax, later today you will see my Louisa ring collection video go live over there, which I'm really excited to share with you. So on my pointer finger on my left hand, I am wearing the Chloe ring. I've actually gotten this one other time before in a size that was a bit too big, so I have gifted that one to my mom. This is just a gorgeous like braided rope detail. I love the gold. I feel like I really like wearing gold jewelry in the summertime with a tan. The Louisa has both gold and silver options. My wedding rings are silver. I like both gold and silver jewelry, so I'm really enjoying this one. And they also sent me the Sky set, which is a two-piece ring set, and they fit together. It looks like a star and a moon, and I thought these would complement my celestial earrings that I have from Louisa really well, which is a sun on one side and a moon on the other, like asymmetrical earrings. These ones are super dainty and pretty. I'm so impressed with them. Louisa is a jewelry brand that I really stand behind. Their brand ethics and their quality, their pieces are gorgeous, and I love working with them on my channel. So thank you again, Louisa, for sponsoring today's video. In my description box you will find a link to the Louisa website if you wanted to browse. These are great to treat yourself with a few new pieces for summer, or they make great gifts for loved ones as well. So please do check out my link in the description box if that's something that you are interested in. Now let's hop into my updates for my whole collection project pan. Starting off with the randomized eyeshadows I have in here, I do have two of them. The first comes from my Norvina Volume 3 palette. This is the palette I have on my eyes today. I have been wanting to play with these like yellowy browns and warm greens so that I'm not tempted to buy, you know, the new Nomad palette, the new Odin's Eye palette, the new Natasha Denona palette. Like, there's definitely a theme going on with the color stories being released, and if you don't get distracted by some of the pinks and the purples, I have that. This has some browns with some unique undertones. We've got some greens, we've got some oranges. I created this look with this palette, except for my outer corner. I wanted like a grungier dark green, which I feel like I don't have in here. I'm trying to be so good on my low buy, you guys, but the randomized eyeshadow for this project is a 4. I have used this 9 out of 10 times. So I'm actually going to roll in something for this, but I will use this one more time. But I just am feeling inspired to pull in a new eyeshadow potentially. We don't know if we'll get an eyeshadow. Pretty sure we'll get an eyeshadow. But I've been having a great time with this palette. I've created 9 looks out of here now, all centered around this green, but I've mixed the green with the pinks, the green with the oranges, green with the browns. You know, I've hopped around this palette and I've had a lot of fun. My Natasha Denona Zendo palette, I'm working on the shade Vigor, which is the matte red. I've only used it one time since the last update. I don't know what my hang up is on this palette. I'm supposed to use this shade 20 times. I'm at 5 out of 20 uses. That's it. That's not good for being June. That's like 1 use per update. What is wrong with me? Now that I only have 1 more use on this, I'm going to buckle down on this palette. I feel like I can create a lot of summery looks with these reds and the peaches. Even like the shade Breath. Ooh, Zeal is like the color I wanted in my outer corner. I should have used both of my whole collection Project Pan palettes. That's fine. This palette needs more love for me. It was so expensive. It was a 10-year anniversary gift from my husband, and we just celebrated our 12-year anniversary last week. So I have used my Dominique Cosmetics Peach Tea lip gloss 9 more days since the last update. Again, that's 2 months of use. Emmett actually uses this every single day as his lip balm. I don't know why. He just loves it, probably because it smells like cupcakes. My goal is to finish this gloss, and ooh, I should remark it, but so here are my markings. I need to make those a little darker again. But in the 2 months, I am now down to here. I will pop in a picture so it's easier for you to see. Making fantastic progress on this. This will be finished this year, which is exciting regardless, even though it takes me forever to finish anything. This will be done this year, which will be a win for me. Next I have my Giorgio Armani Sea Perfume. An actual empty product. This was my wedding day perfume. I got married in 2018. And this is just a travel size. It was time for it to go. Also, it's not my favorite scent. I think if I were to repurchase it, it would solely be for like the wedding day reasoning. It's much too, is it rosy for me? I would have to look at the notes. Maybe I'll pop in the notes right here. It's too floral for my preferences, at least at the moment. I really loved this at the time that I picked it out to wear on my wedding day, but I just feel like my preferences have changed a bit. But this is an empty, so we'll be rolling something new in for this as well. ColourPop Frida, I have used 1 time in the last 2 months. My goal is to finish this, but I've used it like 5 times this year. So I'm not going to finish it anytime soon at this rate. We still have this much product left. That is a lot. This would go much faster if I was using it as a cream blush as well, but I never think of it because I'm working on cream blushes as well as a lot of powder blushes. So I just am lacking project panning strategy. You guys know that. Minimal movement on my Lord & Berry Nude lip liner. Once again, I am using this. It's slow going. It's not very creamy, so I don't have to sharpen it very often. My goal is to finish this as well, but it's not very big. So I think now that I'm doing my makeup more often again, we had a rough start at the beginning of the year with my skin. I have hopes that this will be done before the end of the year. That might be wishful thinking, but this is another really old lip product that I would love to see kicked out of here. You know what I mean? My Naked highlighting palette, I got the shade 3. I've only worn this 1 time. I have a 10-use goal on this because it is so interesting. It's this one. It's a lavender to peach duochrome. I am actually wearing it today, though I've had my makeup on for a long time, so I know I'm looking real shiny. But this palette is just really fun for me. I know almost everybody has decluttered it. I think one or two of you told me when I rolled this in, like, I still have mine. This was a BoxyCharm product a long time ago. I think this is fun to reach for every once in a while. I'm not a colored highlighter person on an everyday basis. This is great for inner corner highlights, but also if I'm feeling spicy and I'm doing an all green look, I will occasionally use a green highlighter. Like, I think this is just fun to have in my collection. It's just a small little package. It's not taking up that much space, and it adds some variety, if you know what I mean. And lastly, I have my IBY Highlight and Contour Kit. Highlight number 1 got rolled in this time, which is this shade here. My goal is to hit pan on this. I have used it 13 times since rolling it, or since the last update. That might have been since rolling it in. This one was in this project a long time ago, and that one's almost finished now. I'm solely using this to set my under eyes, and it hasn't even been every time I've done my makeup. It is now, but it wasn't because I was working on another powder. I do have a decent dip going on in there. It's got some wear and tear. I do have hopes I will be able to hit pan without too much trouble. Probably a couple more months though, because it's just such a small area. I'm now ready to roll in two new items. I'm replacing my perfume and my Norvina palette, though I do have one more use on this. I'm in the green mood, so I think that's going to be no trouble. And I'm excited to roll two new things. So I have in the numbers 2 to 1,721. Let's see what we get. 1,035. So that is the eyeshadow replacing the Norvina one. That's going to be a cap on eyeshadows. I will adjust my numbers in a second, but it's actually a palette back here, which means I wanted to get more use out of it. This is the Wild Nothing palette. This is also my Project 100 uses, so that will be really great. We got the shade Top Down, which is like a matte cream shade right here. ColourPop mattes are basically impossible to hit pan on. Not impossible, I know, it'll just take me 500 years. So I'm going to have a 20 use goal on this. This is like an eyeshadow primer setting shade. This is a very light neutral palette, more suitable to me at the beginning of springtime. Once I get a tan, I do feel like this is a bit light. I really like this palette for my own skin tone, and this is the shade I will be working on for 20 uses. 20 uses are pan. It's going to be 20 uses. But I'm excited to pull this in and get 20 additional uses on to work towards that 100 mark that I'm trying to reach. Okay, now I need to fix my numbers because I can't pull another eyeshadow, and that's the majority of my collection. Okay, I took out my palettes, so we'll see what we get. Singles are still in here. I have been neglecting them, so I left them in with just a slim chance of getting it. So now I have 2 to 570 items. 330. That is a highlighter. Alright, my highlighter is actually upstairs. I must have pulled it in a Shop My Stash, which I haven't done one of those in 500 years. Kind of out of breath because I just like searching around for it. It is the Wet n Wild highlighter in Precious Petals. I've actually been enjoying using this just occasionally, and I think I'm going to be ambitious and try and hit pan on this. I feel like the pans in here are really shallow, and I did nick it with my fingernail a long time ago, so if I like concentrated in that area, I feel like I could hit pan. I don't typically like center my brush in any one area. I just, you know, but I think I will and try and hit pan on this. Let me swatch it. It is kind of a darker color, so it is great for me going into these summer months, but I will have to hit pan on this by the end of September at the latest, unless I want to continue self-tanning beyond that in order for this to work for me. That feels really ambitious. It was kind of giving me anxiety, but that's the point. I want to like push myself in this project a little bit more this year, and like I have a lot of finish goals even if I don't fully believe that I can finish things, so I think I can push myself to hit pan on this. What do you think? I'm quite pleased with my two new roll-ins. I am still feeling super apprehensive on like the lip products I have in here. Like, can I finish them? Kind of feeling like it's a stretch. The lip gloss I'm more confident on than the others. These two are going to be decluttered at the end of the year, whether they're finished or not, because they're among, is lip liner? I think so. I think both of these are among my 10 oldest cream products I have in my collection. And I've decided, I made a list and I figured out the 10 oldest cream or liquid products in my entire collection. And by the end of the year, they have got to go. So these are included in that. I feel like I can push myself with the lip liner. Frida, I am really doubting I could ever finish. Next month is the refresh for this project, and what would I want to refresh? I don't know if I'm going to refresh anything. I mean, I want to, especially Frida. I kind of want to kick this out, but then I won't use it at all. But I just feel discouraged. Like, I feel like I could declutter this right now and not be too sad about it. But that seems silly because I like the color a lot. And it is great for spring and summer. It's like this corally kind of color. And I do like it. I just don't think I could finish it. And I know I'm going to be decluttering it at the end of the year, which isn't like motivating me to push hard. It's kind of like, oh, I could be focusing on something else. You know what I mean? Let me know what you think. If this would be the only thing. I'm gonna push through on the Zendo. I'm going to push through on these guys, and then everything else is more of a recent roll in. So let me know what you would do with Frida. Should I swap it out for something else, something I'm more excited to pan, or continue pushing through and give this some more uses before it ends up in the trash bin in December? So that is everything for my whole collection project pan. I wanted to thank Louisa for sponsoring this video one last time and encourage you to check my link in the description box. I thank them so much for supporting my channel and sending me these beautiful jewelry pieces to chat about. I wear them all the time and I'm so grateful. I'm also feeling motivated about this project pan, so I just feel really good about this video all around. I had a great time filming it and preparing for it. And now it is the middle of the night, so I have got to go to bed. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!